when you're buying, you just got to be careful on these points.
So you should know whom you're dealing with. That's basically.
Yes.
So I think this question should actually help a lot of viewers.
I saw online, it is already saying third owner. I said, bro, this is third owner. You're saying it is second owner. Like, oh, I'm the second owner.
Oh.
This is what he said. In premium motorcycles, a lot of things can happen. You know, especially motorcycles which are the faster motorcycles. And these basic things is something you can see, whether the bike is on loan or not, that you can check.
Right.
NOC is issuable, transferable, whatever, that is something you have to check if it's an outstate bike.
Right. Exactly.
Buying a used motorcycle, obviously the point is affordability. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, if you can go and buy a brand new motorcycle, you buy it. That's completely okay. I'm not saying don't buy brand new motorcycles.
Yeah.
But
so basically, you buyers have to be like an Einstein, and we are helping you get to that level. Hi guys, welcome to the second part. It actually took a bit long to record this second part. The second part was recorded already, but due to some goof ups that I did, the second part was deleted. Anyways, keeping that thing aside, we are back with the second part and we're going to help with a lot of questions. So this is going to be a proper vlog, a useful vlog to all the viewers. So before we start this video, I would like to mention to all of our viewers that please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, because it takes a lot of effort to make these videos. We know how we are actually making this video and why we are sitting on the bikes instead of chair. So let's start, bro.
Yep.
Alright, so the first question is how should you choose a used superbike, or what is the right bike that you'll have to choose when you come to used superbike, bro?
Okay. With regard to segment of motorcycles, it is vast. Like there's so many categories: super sport, naked, adventure, sport touring. You need to understand first what is the styling of the motorcycle that you like. In terms of ergonomics, what is convenient for you. So if you're young and you want to ride a super sport, you're okay with that stance, maybe it is okay for you. You know, you've had a dream to have a super sport motorcycle for a while.
Right.
Super sports, you can, but there's a bit of a compromise. You have to lean forward. So is that okay for you? You need to understand. Now, if you don't want that super sport stance, but still want the sportier feel, the naked motorcycles are good option. They are stripped down. Basically, they are stripped down sports motorcycles with an upright flat handlebar.
Perfect.
So that is what they are. So you will still get that agility, you will still have that fun factor, and you'll have that agility, but with an upright stance.
So basically, overall, you're telling is find the purpose.
Yes.
Is the bike serving your purpose?
Yeah. Touring motorcycles, you want to do long distances touring. Then adventure touring is the way to go.
Right.
Okay. Now in that also, you might want something that is slightly more aggressive in terms of how it delivers the power. For example, Ducatis are slightly more aggressive in how they deliver the power. They are the raciest among the adventure motorcycles. The torque that they deliver is mad. A lot of people love that character. So is that okay for you? Or you want something subtle, like maybe a Versys 650 that's a little more easier to use comparatively, or a V-Storm 650 that's a lot more easier.
Right.
So all this, only when you get a touch and feel, understand what the bike is, you will know what is the right motorcycle for you. Classic motorcycles, again, there are different motorcycles. In that there is modern classic, which is slightly forward set handlebar. A proper classic will have a more upright handlebar. T120 is slightly more upright. The Speed Twin 1200 is slightly more lower. And there are scrambler motorcycles, again very underrated segment. The scrambler motorcycles are,
I agree.
You know, they are lightweight. So scrambler is the definition of a street motorcycle which can do a bit of mild off-road also. Right? For a lot of people this might be sufficient. They're not going to do adventure touring. Once in a while, you know, they want to take it off-road, you want to do your city duties. It's easy to ride.
Right.
It's a big range, you need to understand. Now if you go to Kawasaki, for example, you'll have the bikes there, but it's all Kawasaki. You have the Z900, you have the Versys 650. You know what, you understand what is okay for you, you go ahead and buy it. Likewise, you go to a Triumph showroom, you go to a Ducati showroom, they'll have their lineup of motorcycles. You come here, we have most of the motorcycles, various brands under one roof. At least you get an understanding of what is right for you. You buy or don't buy from here is secondary. At least you'll understand what is what and what is the right type of bike for you. A lot of people in this segment, they buy the bikes and they sell quickly because they're confused on what they want. They don't know what segment they want. One guy buys a naked motorcycle, after some time he feels now he wants a touring motorcycle, then he's like, no, I want something aggressive. Very confused. So at least you'll understand what come.
Is your requirement.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
You come down here, everything we have got under one roof. We'll guide you genuinely in what is the right motorcycle for you. Not just try to push whatever we want to sell, but what is the right bike for you, we will understand that, and then we'll suggest what is a good motorcycle. Some motorcycles might heat up a little more. Now, Ducati, for example, will heat up a little more than the others. Are you willing to compromise on that heat, that little bit more extra heat that is there? Is that okay for you? Is it going to be your daily commuter? So maybe in daily commuting, the Versys 650 will be easier, or the V-Storm 650 will be easier. So all this
actually counts.
Yeah. So, yeah, we are here to help you out in understanding this better, what is the right motorcycle for you. So, segment of motorcycle is what I'm mainly talking about here. So, here we have, since we have so many brands under one roof, this is a better comparison that you'll understand. Z900 is there. You go to a Kawasaki showroom, you see a Z900. You go to a Triumph showroom, you see the Street Triple. But difference between both, you get a touch and feel here.
And here he is referring to his NFS motors.
Yes,
nothing
NFS
else.
motors, yes.
And very sweetly put together, bro. So I think this question should actually help a lot of viewers. And I think a lot of questions have been answered with this particular question. Let's move on to the next one. What are the important things to consider while getting a used superbike for yourself, bro? I think you have covered that, right?
That was what we spoke about, was more about segmentation. Here,
okay.
A lot of other things are like documentation, legalities of a motorcycle. So yeah, you'll need to understand if documents are all clear, whether there is a loan on the motorcycle or not, these kind of things. If it's an out-of-state bike, what is it with the out-of-state bikes? Let's say it's an out-of-state TN bike, is the NOC already issued to KANNADA, or is it transferable? Something of that sort. That all you need to understand. And then with regard to loan, if there is a loan on that motorcycle or not, whether the loan is cleared or not, that you need to check. This is with regard to documentation. One more thing I would like to bring into all notice. I have seen this happen. I don't want to take any names. It has happened in front of me. Like a customer has come to sell a motorcycle to me. Okay, it was a Harley Davidson. So this specific motorcycle, he told me that he is the second owner of the motorcycle. Okay. Then when he checked, when I always do my cross verification, whenever I check online on the portal what is the number of owners. I saw online, it is already saying third owner. I said, bro, this is third owner. You're saying it is second owner. Like, oh, I am the second owner. Oh. This is what he said. I was shown the RC card which is second owner. Like, no, you're third owner on RC. And then he called up the dealer and asked him, why is it so? What's happening? How am I the third owner? You told me I'm the second owner. Okay. And then he's come to know, the owner of the bike has come to know, he'll not only be the third owner, he's going to be the fourth owner very soon. It's going to be transferred to his name. So what happens is when you see an RC card, okay, the RC card, there is a proper smart card. In Karnataka at least, there's a proper smart card with a chip.
Right.
In between, some paper RC came in 2022. That is okay. Okay. But there is a smart card which will have a chip on the back side. You have to feel the chip, whether there is a chip actually there or not. Because there are some people who show a photocopy of the RC card.
Color copy.
Color copy. It looks like an RC card.
Laminated.
It's a proper card. When you hold it in your hand, it's like a proper card.
Right.
But when you see on the back side, the chip is not there. It is like
flat.
Yeah, flat. You don't feel that chip. So that's what has happened in this scenario is they've shown the RC card of first owner, a laminated copy, but it is already transferred to second and then third owner also.
This is damn serious actually.
Yeah. It was told to him as he's going to be the second owner. Then it turns out he'll be the fourth registered owner. And finally he came back to me and said, bro, I'm the fourth owner. You have to, seek help from whoever you bought the bike from. I can't help you. I mean, the price that I offered for you was keeping in mind second owner, but it's already fourth owner now. And this was something that he was not aware of. This is something that he said he learned at that day. I've at least met a few people who have come and told me that this has happened with them. They didn't know.
So this is not, that was not the first case then, I guess. This keeps on happening.
Yeah. So this, you have to be very careful of the document.
Right.
Okay. And the other thing is sometimes when you inspect the motorcycle, you have to see the chassis number, everything is in place. Chassis number is matching with the RC card. All these things. See, when you're dealing with us, obviously all these things we always check. When you're going and buying from an individual, that's when you have to be very careful. Anywhere, individual, dealer, whoever it is, okay, you have to be very careful.
I think next question the answer that you're giving right now is answering the next question, because next question was, what are the main PDI points for dealers and for the buyers?
See, mainly the point is you have to be careful about who you're dealing with. Okay,
Right.
whether the person you're buying from is somebody you can trust, if is it through a common friend, or is it a dealer also? Is it somebody you can trust? You have to, do your background verification and then go there, understand. So these basic things is something you can see, whether the bike is on loan or not, that you can check.
Right.
NOC is issuable, transferable, whatever, that is something you have to check if it's an outstate bike.
Right.
And then, how is the bike's physical condition, where it was serviced, all this is something you'll have to understand.
Correct.
If you're buying it from the owner, you can understand from the owner. If you're buying it from a dealer, then you have to see who the dealer is and if he's able to give you the right information. So, buy it from a source who you feel you can trust.
A trusted source.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying come buy from me only.
Right.
Okay? So, when you're buying, you just got to be careful on these points.
So you should know whom you're dealing with. That's basically.
Yes. So, because the thing is, in premium motorcycles, a lot of things can happen.
Absolutely.
Especially motorcycles which are the faster motorcycles. At least they'll be pushed really hard. You don't know how it would be. What is the ownership, previous ownership,
Yeah.
or maybe it's accidental or not. A lot of these things you'll not know.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
And
we are helping. We are actually helping now by this video.
Yes.
Right, because
So-
buying a superbike directly from a showroom, the first-hand superbikes that usually people buy, that is kind of easy, I guess.
Yeah.
You can rely on the showroom. Anything goes wrong, you can directly go ahead and ask the showroom guy or the dealer, what is this?
They have their warranty. They're
Exactly.
answerable to you. But
Exactly.
buying a used motorcycle, obviously the point is affordability. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, if you can go and buy a brand new motorcycle, you buy it. That's completely okay. I'm not saying don't buy brand new motorcycles. But when you sell a premium motorcycle, there's a lot more depreciation. So that is the whole point. You are looking at a used motorcycle.
superbike.
So if you're buying a used superbike, you have to see that you're getting from a reliable source. Pricing is secondary. Pricing
Right.
is something that based on the market value and all, it will vary.
Right.
Okay, but if you're getting a good motorcycle, that is important.
So basically, you buyers have to be like an Einstein, and we are helping you get to that level, Einstein level, when you're dealing with used superbikes. I think all this what we are talking right now is one of the most crucial and important information when you're considering yourself of buying a used superbike.
Yes.
And I think both the questions are answered. Let me repeat the question. The second question was, what are the important things to consider while getting a used superbike for yourself? That was answered by Farhan. And the third question, which was, what are the main PDI points for dealers and for the buyers? I think we have covered both, bro. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, there are points.
Okay, please.
The third question is?
What are the main PDI points for dealers and for the buyers? So how you inspect a motorcycle when it's come to you? I think you've answered that. But please elaborate a bit and how the buyers should also.
Yeah. With regard to this question, I can answer for myself. See, I have my own checklist. I can't talk on behalf of all other dealers. Everybody have their own way of doing it.
Perfect.
But I mostly first will check the service history of the motorcycle if everything is clean at the dealership level. This is what I do first. And then we will inspect the motorcycle. We have a garage also. Not a lot of dealers, in fact there are other dealers also in Bangalore, but they don't have a workshop next door. I run a
That
workshop.
I agree.
I have my technicians here.
Yeah.
They will inspect the motorcycle. They will look at the wear and tear. Tires, what is the life? Change sprocket, what is the life? When was the oil changed? How is the color of the oil? Is the oil new or is it old? All this we will understand. Okay? And when was the last service done? We'll try to understand. We'll see the service records. If it's not from the records, we'll try to understand from the owner when was the last service done, when what was replaced. My technicians will verify whatever is telling is okay or not. Okay. Are the brake pads brand new or is it having 50% life? They will inspect and they'll verify it. So all this we'll verify, and once we are okay with the technical aspect of the bike and how is the service history, how is the bike physically right now, based on that we get the motorcycle. This is how we do.
Do you recommend the same points what you told right now, how you consider a bike in NFS Motors? Should the buyer also consider the same thing?
I mean, buyers also
As a
can
PDI
do that,
check?
but everybody is not going to entertain that, right? Now, example, you go out to a buyer and you say that I want to take the bike to the Kawasaki service station or Triumph service station. I want to get the bike inspected. He may agree or he might not agree.
He might not.
It is his comfort level, whatever he's comfortable at. Everybody will not be okay with it. He will also be afraid, no, what if this guy drops the motorcycle?
Yeah,
he doesn't know
because,
your experience. But when we do this, we are very careful in how we deal. Even if we have to give somebody, we don't usually give out test rides just like that. Okay, we give out test rides only if you're genuinely interested in a specific motorcycle. We'll understand whether this guy can handle this motorcycle or not. What is his experience riding the motorcycle?
Right.
All that we will do, and then we will understand that and then give out.
Yeah, we are bikers. We can analyze who is how. So
I do that at least.
Yeah.
We make it easier for all of you. We have the bikes here under one roof.
Right.
We will check the service history. We will tell you what is what. Now, if there is a wear and tear expected in the near future, we will tell you that this work is expected in the near future.
Right.
Example, Ducatis have something called a Desmo service. Desmo service is very expensive. It will cost, in the maybe the Scrambler variants, it costs about 40,000-50,000. But in something like the Multistradas or the Panigales or the Monsters, which are slightly more faster motorcycles and powerful motorcycles, it will cost anywhere between 80,000 to a lakh or even more than a lakh. Now, was this done, not done? That we will definitely check.
The Desmo service you're talking about.
Yes.
Right.
This is done or not done, we will know. If you have enough knowledge, obviously you can check whether the major service is done, not done. The seller might be honest to you, might not be completely.
Yeah, I know that.
There are all kind of people. But when we get the bikes here, we inspect all this ourselves. We verify with our technicians. Okay, even if it's not maintained it in the authorized service station, if it's done somewhere outside, where was it done? We'll understand. Okay, even if it's done there, what is the oil? Sometimes a technician can see the oil color and tell which oil it is. You know, sometimes. If he tells that, okay, it is Motul, this is red color, my technician can verify, yeah, this is Motul, this is the same oil that is. So they are experts in that. So that way, if from our side, we check the service history, we check if everything in the motorcycle is clean, what is the wear and tear, work that was done. If not done, what is expected in the near future? We will be very honest and upfront about that. There's nothing to hide.
Perfect, Farhan. Very smartly answered.
Yes.
There were two questions. I think you covered your PDI checks. Along with that, you also very smartly answered that the buyer who's going to come here and who's going to deal with you or NAFS Motors, don't have to worry about PDI checks from his side.
Yes.
Because you have done that on behalf of them already.
Yeah, see, in the end, when you're buying a used motorcycle, it's a used motorcycle. Small niggles, something here and there can be there. So, what is there, we will either fix it or we will tell you. Like, see, we would not deal with very major accidental motorcycles, like something that's impacted the chassis and all, that kind we will
you
not
don't
deal.
do that. I can,
we won't do that at all.
But
if there is something small we are aware of, we will tell you. Like, if you ask us, we will definitely tell you. So, that is what it is. See, in the end, it's an accident. Accident is not something that's done deliberately. Sometimes it can be something small. Now, example, an ADV motorcycle, they have put all these protective accessories like crash guard, knuckle guards. What is this for? To protect. Now, if the knuckle guard has taken an impact and the rest of the bike is all good, you know, it's done its job. So, these small things will be there. If it is there, we will tell you.
If the bike has had a fall, you mean to say, let's not put it as accident. A ADV bike, like how you said, we have all these crash guards. My bike has taken a fall, bro. Not like a major accident. We can't call that
small,
a major
when
accident.
you go off-road trails also, maybe that time it was just dropped like this. Or maybe in parking itself something small happened.
That is obvious. We can't, when you're considering used superbike.
Even if, let's say, there is a claim that is done. This claim is done. This is what the claim was
You'll
done.
be upfront.
And now the bike is fixed. Okay, there's no jugaad work done. It's not done outside in a jugaad way. It's all been fixed at the authorized dealership. We'll tell you and we'll sell.
Right, bro. So this brings us to the fourth question, and a very controversial question, bro.
Okay.
If I may put it in that way. So, do dealers provide superbikes on rent to vloggers or anyone? Especially you. Let's talk about NFS Motors. Forget about others.
Definitely no, bro. See, if I have access to all these motorcycles, a lot of these bikes are even invested by us. I could take whatever bike I want. I have a YouTube channel. Do you see me riding the motorcycles?
No.
I ride motorcycles which are mine. This XR is mine. Okay, the RS-V4 is mine. The RS-457 is mine. Have you ever seen me vlogging on somebody else's motorcycle?
No.
A lot of such customers might not, a lot of them have sold the bikes to me. They would not even mind. They'll be okay, this guy is doing something good for content. He's making informative content, it will be useful. A lot of people will not even mind. If I am not taking the bike out myself, why will I give it to any vlogger?
Perfect answer.
I would not, as far as I know, no dealers would give out motorcycles on rent like this to anybody because there's a lot of risk involved. The motorcycle is in somebody else's name. That is the most important thing.
Right.
Although I might have paid for whatever motorcycle is here, it's still in somebody else's name. So we have to take responsibility on that. We have to be very careful. We can't just give out bikes on rent like that. There are rental companies that rent out motorcycles, Wicked Ride or Royal Brothers, Twig Bike Rental. There's so many. They have blackboards.
Yeah.
They are the motorcycles which are giving out for rent.
Right.
I think this question came to your mind also because of some recent rumor that was there, that was doing rounds, where some blogger, famous blogger has taken a motorcycle from us on rent. These are all rumors. I mean, it's all rubbish. We don't rent out motorcycles.
Right.
In fact, no dealer will rent out motorcycles. As far as I know, at least in Bangalore, no reputed dealer is giving out on rent. I don't know if somebody small time they're doing something, but as far as I know, whoever have proper, shops, nobody gives out on rent this way.
Right, absolutely. And I do believe that you have made a proper dedicated vlog answering this question.
These are false rumors. If there is something wrong about somebody else or even this is something involving me, I thought I had to talk about it. I've already mentioned that in the video. Yes.
Right, and that video link will be above here, so you can go ahead and watch that as well. So last question, bro, very crucial question again. Is there a FC process for old super bikes, and how and where should we get it done if someone wants to do it?
Yeah, so from the date of registration of a motorcycle, for example, now we are in 2025. If
2010?
Yeah, 2010 a motorcycle was purchased. In 2025, it is due for
renewal.
FC. 15 years. Yeah. When you buy a new motorcycle, and then the first time when you renew it, it is after 15 years.
The date of purchase?
From the date of registration. Precisely. Yeah.
Right.
So from the date of registration for the first time, not when if you bought the second owner or if you're the second owner, third owner, what date you purchased? No, it's
that
not
doesn't matter.
The date of registration, the first time when it was registered.
Okay.
Let's say 2010 R1, which was there at that time. Now it's due for renewal this year for the first time.
Right.
Now after this 15 years renewal, it has to be renewed every 5 years.
Every 5 years.
Every 5 years. So now it's done in 2025.
Right.
Again in 2030, again this will be due for renewal. This is for a motorcycle, I'm saying. For cars it is different. For four-wheelers it is different.
Right. And they can come to you, approach you if anyone wants to get the SUPERBIKES.
We will assist you. We will connect you to our RTO agent. They will handle it.
All right, bro. I think this answers all the questions and queries that mostly we get on our videos.
Yeah.
Your videos, even my videos, and especially these questions come on when we upload the stock videos, like I mentioned in the previous vlog, the first part of this video. And by the way, if you haven't watched the first part, go ahead, watch the first part so you'll understand how this is actually continued here. I think that has answered all the queries and questions. I believe, me and Farhan, we both believe.
Yeah,
we have covered.
So.
Yeah.
If you have any more questions, you can.
Please do comment, and Farhan is here to answer you. If you comment on my video, I'm here to answer. Yes, of course, I'll get in touch with Farhan, and then I'll answer you because he's the expert here sitting. That's why we are asking him the questions and making this like a not podcast, but a biker's cast, bro. I call these sessions as biker's cast. What do you feel? It's fine?
Whatever you want to call it, bro.
Okay. So biker's cast, lot of biker's cast are going to come onto my channel. So if you want to watch all this, please do hit that subscribe button and like this video if you find it informative. We'll surely come back with more of such content. Take care. We'll see you in the next vlog.